Okay, I don't know where to start. Why am I so nervous? As we all know, I did put up a video, I think May last year, about my battles with depression and mental illness. And I made it out as if I was over it and that I'm okay. But I'm not. For the past 8-9 months I've been suffering extremely bad with depression and suicidal thoughts. I thought I would do a video. I know I'm nothing special and I don't have millions of followers or millions of subscribers, but if one person watches this video and can relate, then I've done my job. It all started, I think, when Monty died, my dog. If any of you know me, you'll know that he was my life. He was literally my best friend. God, I still can't really talk about him without crying. And yeah, he passed away, and I think when he got ill, I think it all kind of started then, because I was so afraid of losing my best friend, because he was the one thing that kept me afloat. If I had a bad day, I know he can't talk back, but I'd go and talk to him. I'd go hug him, he'd come hug me, he'd wanted to see me. Like when I came home from work, he would be there like wagging his tail and just being happy to see me. He was my best friend. And yeah, it all kind of started there, and he sadly passed away in February. And soon, while he was ill, I really hurt my back, so I have sciatica, and this was the worst episode that I think I've ever had. All I remember is laying in my bed, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was in so much pain. I couldn't lift my 2 legs, and I couldn't physically lift the quilt off of me. So the quilt was like up here, and I couldn't lift the quilt off because the pain was just horrendous. And I remember, luckily I could reach, then I called my mum, and anyway, I was on crutches for a while because I just couldn't walk. So painful, so I had to stop going to the gym. So that kind of shut off my one way that I go to the gym, and it's the way that I deal with things, because I can work out and I can sweat and I can get them endorphins going and everything. But obviously I couldn't do that for a while because my back was so bad, and it took probably 2 months to feel better. And then it was soon my nan's 1-year anniversary, and I think I just started to just go down a spiral of I've lost so many people, and I was getting bigger because I was comfort eating a lot, and I think I had quite a lot of free time because at that time work wasn't that busy. So and then I think my brain just for some reason just started to remember everything about the way I felt when I was first going through it, and I started putting on weight, and then I started to look at myself completely differently. I just was disgusted with myself, and I was missing Monty so much. He was my one thing, you know, one thing in my life that I just adored beyond any measure. Yeah, so my brother kind of stayed around his girlfriends a lot, and my sister and her fiance and her dog, they kind of stayed at their house for a while, and that was kind of how people was dealing with things. And I think Mum would be working, Dad would be working, and I think I'd come home and he wasn't there. I'd say, hi, I'm home, and I wouldn't get any response unless my nan heard me, or if my nan was there. And I think it was like so quiet and so lonely, and I've never been alone, you know. I have such an amazing family and support group, but in my head I was alone. I was on my own. I'd come home, there'd be no Monty, nobody that was gonna run up to me and say hi or anything like that. So I think I started spiralling down, and I was, like I said, putting on weight, and I think I just kind of suddenly lost all emotion towards anything. I didn't want to go on Instagram. If you guys know me, you know that I love my YouTube and that I love my Instagram. I'm the first person to say let's take a picture for Instagram. And I kind of lost all sense of passion for everything I liked. I didn't, like I said, didn't do Instagram, didn't want to go on Instagram, didn't do any of my YouTube. I just didn't have any sort of, my heart just went black. That's how I can describe it. My heart went black. And it was just like this grey cloud just came over me and just wouldn't leave me alone. And I think I just stopped replying to my friends. And I didn't want to go out. Because I was putting on weight and I was disgusted by myself, and I didn't want people to see me being bigger than what I was, because I used to be so into the gym, and I, you know, used to love my body, and I used to love who I was. So I kind of stopped everything. Yeah, I think it kind of went like that from February to maybe, yeah, July. I wasn't excited. I used to love my birthday, like a day about me, you know, me being me. I didn't care. I didn't want my birthday. I just wanted my dog back. I just wanted my life back, the way I felt about myself. I just wanted my heart back. You know, I kind of wanted my life before everything happened. And I think, I just don't know what happened to me. I don't know. Yeah, and I just remember sitting in my room thinking, I don't want to be here anymore. I've been through this before, and I don't want to go through it again, with what my previous video was about. So I just remember just thinking, how am I going to say goodbye to my mum and my dad? And that, yeah, at the time seemed like the most important thing in my head, was how am I going to tell them that I love them, and it's not their fault, and it's not anything, you know, the list goes on. I honestly thought if a car hit me, I don't think I'd care. I probably wouldn't rush out the way for a car. Like, I didn't want to be here at all. And I know loads of people's opinions on suicide and whatever, and saying it's selfish, but it's not. I don't think you or people understand what it's like battling for your life every day in like your own head. It's like you want so bad to shake off this feeling, but it just consumes you more and more. I think I opened up about it to my mum, and I think I cried a lot. And then I went into work, and I just wasn't myself at work. Like, people going, what's the matter? And I'm like, I'm fine, like, I'm fine. Stop going on about it. And they just constantly, you're not yourself, Liv. Like, I just didn't really want to talk to anyone. And it wasn't until one of my directors came back, and he called me into his office and he just said, "What's the matter?" And I think I just broke down there. I think everything that I've been holding on to just came out, and it was just like this relief of just like, oh, I've just spoken about it, I've told somebody about it. And I remember I just had this massive panic attack thinking, what are they all gonna think? And he sent me home. We had a massive chat. He sent me home. I called my mum. My mum didn't answer her phone, she was at work, so I called my sister, and I was just crying my eyes out. I was just crying and crying, just talking nonsense. I don't even remember what I was talking about. And so I went round to my sisters, and I can't thank her and Ollie and Albus enough, really. Yeah, so I went to work the next day, and my mum texts me saying, "I've got your appointment at the doctor's." And I didn't want to go to the doctor's because I didn't want to admit that I needed help. I really wanted to do this on my own. So I went to the doctor's. I remember he gave me a sheet, and it had all these questions on it. And I remember he said to me, did you at any point want to do something to yourself? And I was like, yeah. And I do still feel like that at the time. Anyway, so he made me fill out this form, and he was like, "Why did you not come to me sooner?" Because he was the doctor that I went to when it all happened in 2013. And I was like, because I didn't want to admit that I needed help. So yeah, he signed me off work. He said I wasn't fit to work, and I probably wasn't. I wasn't sleeping. I was just eating and just getting consumed by this darkness, you know. Yeah, so I came home, called up my mum, and I crying my eyes out again, saying the doctor signed me off work, and my mum was just, she was so devastated for me. Yeah, so I got home, went to work, and I told them about it, and I think they was all quite shocked about how bad it was, because I don't think I said to a lot of people how bad it got. So yeah, so anyway, I had 2 weeks off work, and they were very hard 2 weeks. But by the end of it, I was feeling better. I was on sleeping tablets, I was on my antidepressants, and I was starting to feel a little bit more human. And I remember going back to work that first day back, and it was just too much. But in those 2 weeks, we had my sister's kind of bridesmaid, maid of honour kind of evening, and I for some reason I've got this new trait of where I didn't want to eat in front of people. I was like ashamed. So we went into her kitchen, and I ate in there, and my nan kind of came in, and I kind of said, I just can't eat in front of them. I can't, you know, and I was just getting so worked up, and so like these girls, and just being with a load of people was just like too much. Like it just, I was just trying to be happy, and I just couldn't something inside me just wasn't allowing me to be happy and be okay. So I didn't stay there the whole night. I came home, and I'm really annoyed with that, because I wasted so much of my time this year. I wasted so much of my life. What, 8 months of being depressed, suicidal, and just not wanting to talk to anybody. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, so went back to work, and it was too much for me. I had a massive panic attack at work, and was just crying my eyes out, and then we all decided that it'd be better if I work up to going back. So I started on half days for 2 weeks, and then it was to 2 o'clock, I think. And then I slowly worked my way up, and I can't thank people enough at work as well for being so understanding and supportive, and just letting me do what was best for me at the time. Yeah, with everything at work and how people have been, well, it was amazing about it. Yeah, I mean, I see the doctor every 2 weeks, just checking up, seeing how I am and how the tablets are, and he's up my doses. I'm slowly getting myself back into the gym because I didn't want to go, and that was the worst thing for me. I just needed people with me. I just needed someone to sit down with me or come round, because I didn't want to go out, and I was not going to put myself in a situation where I felt uncomfortable, and I'm not going to put myself in a situation to please other people when that was not the best thing for me at the time. I definitely can't thank my friends enough also for being so understanding. So yeah, so fast forward to now. I can honestly put my hand on my heart and say, if I didn't go to the doctors that day, and if I didn't break down the way that I did, I don't think I would be here. Or I think I may have done something. Yeah, there is nothing poetic or beautiful or anything about depression and suicide. There's nothing nice about thinking, how am I going to say goodbye to my mum and my dad? There's nothing nice about that. But I'm here, and this has been my hardest battle. I was fighting for my own life in my own head for a long, long time. Yeah, and I just kind of wanted to come on here and just share with you my story, because I know I've done it before, and that was a long time ago, but I wanted to kind of do one that was now and relevant to what I'm going through now. You know, every day is still a struggle. I'm taking every hour as it comes. I plan on going to the gym today, which is a very huge thing for me on my own. I'm still not great in crowds, but I'm working on it. I'm doing it, and I'm working on myself, and I need to learn to love myself for who I am. My body's changed because I've put on so much weight, but that is what I had to go through at the time to survive. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, this is just wanting to make this video to anybody else that is struggling with mental illness or anything like that. Just say you're never alone, ever alone. And I feel the more people talk about it, the more accepting that it's going to be. So yeah, if any of you guys are going through it, just know that it always does get better. And I know that people say that all the time, but take it from somebody who's been there twice. It does. Just talk about it. Even if that's, you want to drop me a message, I don't care, talk to me. Sometimes I find it might be best to talk to somebody who's been through it so they can understand, and talk to your parents, your carers, your guardians, your nan, your sister, your brother, your best friend. Talk and open up about it, because the more people talk about it, the more it's going to be accepted. And more people will open up about it, and that's the aim, and that's the aim of this video as well. Is if I can talk about it, I know other people can. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be down. It's okay to be depressed. But what's not okay is to let it consume you, for you to deal with it on your own. You do need help, and if at that point you can't do it on your own, reach out to somebody. Sometimes It's nothing to be ashamed of at all. If you need to go to the doctors, or if you need to take time off work. If you need to take time off work for you, don't feel bad about that. Because at the end of the day, you are your one responsibility in your life, and your main person should be yourself and the way that you feel. Don't do what I do or did and let it consume you to such a degree. Yeah, I just want to spread this word out that you don't know what anybody's going through. So always be kind, and just be open to how other people are feeling, and be open to mental illness and how it can affect people and how it can affect families, and you know, the list goes on. I could talk about this all day, and how you should never be ashamed of it. I talk about it now so openly to my friends, to colleagues, and they're just like, how you feeling there? But I'm like, well, you know, I'm still here and I don't want to end my life anymore, you know, so that's my one biggest battle, and I've conquered it. You know, I'm not over it. I'm still working through it every day. But so you need to be selfish for yourself. Don't try and please other people, and love yourself, because at the end of the day, you're stuck with this. This is you. And the sooner you accept it, the better your life is going to be. Because you're beautiful, amazing, just the way you are. And the sooner you realise that, I promise you, everything will just get better. And everything does get better. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you've, I don't even know how long this video has gone on for. If you guys have carried on watching it. But yeah, give it a thumbs up, share this video, and I just hope I can spread the word that, you know, even somebody like me, and I'm such a happy, positive person, and if you see me by my videos, even somebody like me who looks like they're having the time of their life and puts it out on social media and YouTube that they're very happy, and I wasn't. So yeah, spread the word, and I just hope you're all okay. And if you're not, I'm always here, always. Yeah, I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna try and get to the gym for the first time this year, properly on my own. Yeah, so I love you all so much. And bear with me for the next couple of weeks about my YouTube videos. They are coming, and I've got so many ideas, because this, obviously as I'm getting better, my heart's getting a lot warmer and open to things again, which just feels amazing. I feel more myself now. Oh, don't cry again. I know I want to fight for this. I want to fight for my life, and it is a battle, and don't give up. Do not give up. Because life is so much better than, you know, life is so much better than feeling down all the time, and it is just a period of your life, and it will get better. It's not permanent. This is not a permanent state. So yeah, I'm gonna go, like I said. Yeah, just share this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, and thank you all so much. Stay strong, be you, and I love you.